Time's now, okay? We set goals at the beginning of the year. Okay, to win BBAL, okay, to win each week, get through NCS, win NorCals, and get to the state championship for an opportunity. It's time to get on them early and gas pedal. And don't stop until it's done.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mark Soto, and welcome to Honor Radio. We are so excited about having our dear friend, Coach Ryan Partridge, on today's podcast. Coach Partridge is a phenomenal coach with Liberty High School. He is the NorCal Coach of the Year, the San Francisco Coach of the Year for 2018, and the Liberty Lions are the 2018 CIF Division 1A state champions. Coach, it is an honor to have you on this program. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to be here. God bless you, buddy. Hey, before we get started, give us a brief bio on yourself. Tell us about your history as a coach. Give us 2 to 3 minutes of who Ryan Partridge is.
Yeah, so I appreciate you guys having me on. This is awesome. I grew up in Pleasanton, California, played PJFL, Pleasanton Junior Football, since I was 8 years old. Went to Amador Valley High School, had a successful career there, played for Rick Sierra, great high-character coach, left that place a better man. Then went to Golden West Junior College, had a good season there, and then went to University of Kentucky and played for a season. So geographics is part of my story. Then I ended up transferring to Northern Arizona University. That was before the transfer portal and all the crazy transfers happening. But so I went to Flagstaff, Northern Arizona, played receiver, punt returner there. Then after that, I went back to junior college and played some baseball. And then kind of got in the working world and didn't like what I was doing. So went back, got my teaching credential, and then started my first coaching job at Doherty Valley High School in San Ramon. I was working for Coach Nick Tisa. After 1 year, I was a special teams coordinator. A couple more years, I got the head job at Livermore High School. Had a really successful year there, best record they had in 25 years. Then got the job in my hometown. I live in Discovery Bay, and Brentwood's right next door, and Liberty had a job opening. And so I hopped over here, and we've got it rolling right now, and it's been awesome.
3-5.
3-5, get some, buddy. We're gonna talk more about get some. But
yeah, well, I was just gonna say I come from a family of football. I mean, my brother played at San Jose State. My dad and all four of his brothers all got Division I college scholarships. 2 played in the NFL. And my cousin's a special teams coordinator and the safeties coach at the University of Michigan. Another cousin runs a bunch of flag programs in Arizona. He played at Northern Arizona University. So kind of just in our bloodstream, I guess you could say.
You come from a family of coaches.
Yep.
Very similar to mine. I come from a family of coaches too. But buddy, tell me about your magical year last year. I mean, bro, it was so amazing to watch you guys traverse through the season and get into the playoffs and battle it out in the playoffs. Tell us about last year, man.
Yeah, I mean, the season started off, and we knew we had a bunch of good players, but we didn't know if we were going to be a great team. And honestly, like that Honor Bowl last year, when we went out there, we saw other teams playing and we saw the success we had. We're like, okay, this could be something special. And so we just got it rolling, and it just kept, we just kept putting wins together, and we were beating teams by more than we thought we were going to beat them by, and then that Pitt game was absolutely insane, and we came out on top. Our boys fought, scratched, and clawed to finish, and we kept finishing games. So, we went into De La Salle confident, and we knew we had a shot. A couple things didn't go our way, and the score got out of hand. But I was proud of the boys bouncing back. against Valley Christian, again, finishing strong in a great game. And then the state championship, the same thing. We're down 10 in the end of the third quarter, and we come back and we take down the state championship. It was awesome.
I'm telling you, bro, it was so fun to watch. I know my partner Rick and I, which basically are the two guys that put on the Honor Bowl, I mean, we just loved it. It was so fun to watch and see you guys carry the message that you learned, during the Honor Bowl. I remember when we did that moto talk.
I want you guys to get some today on that football field. 3-5, get some! 3-5, get some! 3-5, get some!
In the hallway of St. Francis High School, and I could just see the passion in your athletes. I could see the passion on the coaches. I mean, you guys definitely were coming to play, but I could just see how your team was soaking it all in. The Marine talking to them, the moto talk in general. You guys came to compete and play. Tell us about how you felt about the Honor Bowl last year.
Yeah, it was so cool. And, I think it just setting the tone from our behalf. Some of our parents are, ex-military veterans. And so she wanted to – her name's Kelly Fidella, Peyton's a Droid's mom, and she wanted to put together the camo shirts. So when we showed up in camo shirts, the pride that they had in the game and knowing what they were playing for, I think just wearing the shirts and their camo hats, just going into that game, the pride for America, it just brought the level of intensity up a little bit. And, the 3-5 get some that we learned there, that carried throughout every game. Jaron Easter-Williams, took pride in that. And, we were in Golden Corral in a buffet breakfast on the day of the state championship game, and their manager came up to us and was telling his story. And Jaron Easter did 3-5 get some in this crowded restaurant of Golden Corral. It freaked everyone out. It was so awesome. No, I have a great video of it.
Rick, we got to have that video.
3-5.
Get up!
Yeah, we have so much fun with that, and that is the mantra of the 3rd Battalion, 5th Marine.
5.
Get up!
3-5.
Get up!
3-5.
Get up!
Hell yeah.
Give him one!
Yeah!
Oh, I said hell no! Give him one!
Yeah!
And they are the team that we've adopted, and there's a whole story that goes into that, and I tell it in the moto talk. I'm not going to say it now, but I do tell the story of the 3-5 and what that battalion means to us, what it means to my family, and the whole get some mantra. So I get goosebumps when I think about how you guys have adopted that, how your team I've seen the shirts, and for you to be coming back to the Honor Bowl this year in the marquee game, which is going to be a huge game, which we're going to get to, we're so excited about, Coach, and thank you for your heart, for your passion, for your leadership, for the way you've coached up your boys. I mean, highly respectful boys, men of character. You could see it from the time they get off the bus, even the cheerleaders. I mean, it was truly an emotional time to have you guys involved in our event, and we're welcome to have you back. How do you feel your team looks this year? Tell us about your team this year.
Good, and I'll start with this. It's pretty cool because we have we vote on 8 leaders, and we call them battalion leaders. So we have 8 battalions within our team. So everything's aligning with the Honor Bowl. It's pretty cool, and those kids in our whole offseason, I read a book and I saw a quote from John Wooden, and it was, "Talent wins championships, but you need character to repeat." So character development has been a huge thing this offseason for us. PowerPoint presentations, articles read, just different things that we've gone through, and we're sticking to guns, and not only football character, but just high character in life. These kids are great. I mean, we just took 95 kids to Tahoe and slept in a gym, and we didn't have one problem. And those kids were just there to get better at football. But I mean, this team this year, we have a great offensive defensive line. I mean, anchored by Peyton Zadroik. He's just an absolute animal. Both parents are sorry about that, military veterans. Both were in the Air Force, and his hard work, I mean, just sets the tone for this whole entire team. I truly think that kid is one of the best players in the nation. You know, the quarterback, Jay Butterfield, receivers that we got coming back, you know, like Cody Muth. I mean, we got 3 strong running backs, and Brendan Bell, Darion Bartley, and Justice Jackson. It's in the defense, a lot of returners on defense, just going to be awesome. You know, the defense anchored by Mason Padilla, who had 15 tackles in the championship game. These kids are confident. They want to win. They want to go get it again.
How do you feel you match up when it comes to Clayton Valley? We are friends with Coach Murph too. He's been in the Honor Bowl before. He loves the event as much as you do. How do you feel you match up against him this year?
I mean, Murph's a heck of a coach. Obviously, he's been doing it for a long time, and you know that every Clayton Valley team is going to be tough as nails. And you know, we were lucky last year that we got 28 days to prepare for them because of the fires. You know, that offense is no joke. I think we can match them with the physicality on their line, but they are going to be physical. Yeah. You know, the misdirection that they do, the athleticism and speed that they have with that receiver and their running back. I mean, this is going to be a hell of a game.
It's going to be a lot of fun, especially with, you know, Heritage right before your game. I think the whole town of Brentwood's going to be at the Honor Bowl this year.
They will all be there. Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
No, we love it. We love it, buddy. So you've got a principal there. I'm jumping all around, but there's just some things that I've got in my questions here that I want to bring up with you. Heather. I believe it's Heather Harper.
Harper. Yep.
Former veteran, highly passionate. I remember seeing her on the sideline, and I think she had tears in her eyes throughout the whole Honor Bowl event last year. Tell us about your relationship with Principal Harper.
Yeah, so we both got hired at the same time, and we were able to develop a culture in the school with the football team, and her being the head boss that, you know, athletics are important on our campus. And, you know, that Honor Bowl was awesome to set the tone with it. And, I mean, her being a veteran and an Air Force pilot and just her connections with other veterans, she's so proud of us playing in this game and the buy-in. I mean, like I said it before in our video, I mean, camouflage is now a color on our campus. It's a pattern on our campus that you see often. And it's just, I mean, our support for Miss Harper and the rest of the administration and the district and the collaboration that we have with, you know, academics to athletics. It's just, it's a really good thing going here at Liberty High right now.
You know, the whole idea of the Honor Bowl is exactly what you've already represented, Coach, and that is about, you know, educating students, coaches, the fans, the communities about patriotism. Right. We feel like there's a lot of things that, you know, kids don't get. And the Honor Bowl is one way of bringing that hardcore to them, smack in your face type of, here's patriotism. Here's what a hero looks like. This is what it takes for the cost of freedom. Right. And you guys get that, you know, and now in knowing a principal like yours, Principal Harper, a former vet, and to hear her passion and to see how interested she is in it. And then the greatness of it is that the tickets that are being purchased, right? The people that are buying a ticket, that money is going to fuel what we do to support injured, ill, and wounded veterans. It truly is a magical thing that we got going. I was talking with the CIF, the new CIF state commissioner, and even he is like, Coach, whatever you're doing, keep doing it because you're doing it right. And I know when it comes to Rick and I, my partner, it fuels us, buddy. And I can't say enough of what it means for you to be in this program with us, man. I'm just so excited. I mean, we're 6 weeks away, buddy.
Let's do it. I can't wait.
So tell us about who do you have in your first game? I think we're the third game of the season, right? Who do you got first and then second?
Yes. So we opened up against Vacaville again. Always a tough game. We got them last year, but they got us the 2 years prior than that. and then we go up to the Corral in Oakdale, and then our third game will be Clayton Valley. So we've got 3 tough-nosed ball games in a row. I mean, Vacaville, Oakdale, Clayton Valley, they're all pretty similar teams with similar successful histories. So, you know, hopefully those first 2 games are a good preparation for us going into the Honor Bowl. We got a tough schedule after that. You know, we got Cardinal Newman and Monte Vista, so it's going to be a tough 5 weeks there.
Yeah. Well, buddy, I got to tell you, it's an honor to have you on our podcast. This is something that we started a few months back just to get to interview you coaches and help get the word out regarding the event. What do you want to say to your fans about the Honor Bowl that might be thinking, oh, you know, I don't know if I want to go to the game or whatever? What do you want to say to your fans?
Yeah, I mean, it's just really cool to see. I mean, a lot of these kids, and I don't know if it's just because of the Honor Bowl, but I hear a lot more of our players, they want to enlist in the military. And, you know, it's like one of my coaches, he's got to leave town to Oklahoma. His son's flying home from Kuwait right now. You know, football is a very minor thing compared to, you know, what the military does for our country. But, you know, it probably is maybe the most closest thing you can kind of get to a big team that has to work together, a big battalion that's got to work together to get a goal. I mean, each week we go to battle. Now, it's not the same kind of battle, but it just shows these kids, you know, like you said, real life and what teamwork can do for a community, you know. And, you know, that's exactly what the military is. They represent our country, and, you know, our school represents our town. And the alignment with football and military, it's obviously a lot different, but it's a little bit of the same, and why it's the sport's so special and why our country's so great.
Oh, it's perfect, Coach. You know, I've talked with generals about the Honor Bowl, and we've had deep conversations regarding the similarities between football and the military. Now, we know there's the similarities are around, you know, the brotherhood, teaching, the education, the character, the inspiration that is drawn from the correlations between football and the military are very close. And you know, my son played football for me when I was at Granite Bay. Both my military kids played ball for me, and they said in many ways when they were in those barracks and they were even out on the battlefield, it was the spirit of what they learned in their high school football days that, you know, raised up underneath them amongst all the training that they had through basics and through SOI and all the other stuff they had to do to get ready to go to Iraq and Afghanistan. It's what definitely lifted them up. So, you know, I can't tell you, buddy, how much it means for us, for you and your school and your program and your athletes and your fans and your cheerleaders and your band. I mean, buddy, you bring it. And we're going to bring it to the East Bay, James Logan High School in, I don't know, 6 or 7 weeks. It's coming up, buddy. But good luck in those first 2 games. We'll see you at the Honor Bowl, and I just wish you the best of the seasons for 2019.
Appreciate it, and I just want to thank my coaching staff for all they've done, their commitment to the Honor Bowl, and our band. I saw them this morning after practice. They're fired up. The cheerleaders are fired up. And a bunch of my friends are playing in this Honor Bowl, so shout out to the Thread.
Free five! Get some! Free five! Get some! Free five! Get some! Hell yeah.
God bless you, Ryan. We'll be in touch, okay, buddy?
All right, thanks, Coach. We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.